All right, guys, welcome to RW Results by RW. Excited about tonight. Got some good stuff I want to give to you. Tonight, I want to deal with your mind a little bit, deal with your mentality, making sure you're still going forward. What can happen is toward these fall seasons, as we start stepping into fall, is you can start falling in your business and slowing down and trying to almost pace yourself. But what I want you to do is to keep trucking along and making things happen, finding out what you're doing, seeing if it's working, and making adjustments even now where you can finish this last quarter really, really strong. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. And so I want to really amp up what we're going to be doing between now and the end of the year to get you geared up to finish this year a whole lot better than you did last year. Because obviously every year we want to get better and better and better. Want to see those profits get up, your people that you're dealing with get up and make it all make sense. So it's all about now progressing and moving forward. So let's jump into our slides on tonight. I think I'm not going to be for you too long, but I want to make sure I get some stuff in you. So I want to deal with win within tonight. How do we get that mindset and keep it clicking on what we're trying to get to and how we're trying to go forward in that? Of course, before we get there, I want to do a little housekeeping. I want you guys to take some notes. Those of you that are watching us later, I do want you to get a chance to sit down, watch this video. There's going to be some bombs that are going to drop. They're going to help you as you go forward to become better. Also, if you're watching me, if you can, and your wig is on tight, go ahead and show your beautiful face. I'd love to see you. If not, I totally understand. I know you're moving and grooving. I did get a call from Coach Troy and a couple others, and they were like, oh my God, we're out here in these streets. Talked to Miss Anissa. I'm actually excited about her journey. She is just taking off, and so definitely excited about all the things that are coming together. Asking questions. If you got questions, if I go through something in my dialogue or my monologue, I want you to go ahead and drop some questions in the chat so we can come back to them. Also, too, I want you to, of course, mute yourself when it's time to talk. But while we're going through it, if you would only unmute yourself when called upon, that would be awesome. All right. First thing I want to do is deal with this week's wins. So real quick, I want to hear about something good. The reason we do this, guys, once again, is I got a bunch of overachievers, and we always overlook the good stuff and we focus more on the bad. You know, if you talk to an overachiever, first thing they'll talk about, oh man, I missed this one, I blew that, or I did. No. I want to know, what did you do this week to win? Some of you were sharing it before we got started. I'm actually to share that again. That was such good stuff. Matter of fact, let's start with Angie. Angie was sharing some good stuff about how she got her domain back. Come on, Angie, give me that win.
Well, I mean, aside from getting my domain back, I'm super excited that I'm about to do like an in-house fashion show.
Oh, wow.
And is that, I mean, I just posted it on social media just a couple of days ago. And within that posting, because I really I'm not sure if people are going to show up, you know, I was really doubting it. And I'm like, had people reach out to me saying that they want to come and participate. So I considered that as my week's win because I was doubting if it was going to be successful, but I really think it's going to be successful. So that's my week's win.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I came back, yes.
I want to congratulate you. I've been seeing your face a little bit more on the Facebook. I said, okay, somebody coming out their shell. So congratulations. I know how daunting that can be. I am also one that's very like, oh man, I ain't trying to do all that. But you got to give the people what they want, and they want you. So I'm glad to see that you're doing that more. So great job. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We see all aspects of you, which is a beautiful thing. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to Robbie. Robbie, what's going on? What's popping? Give me something good. As those old songs say, tell me something good.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got some postcards made for the life insurance that I'm going to be able to put into a, a funeral home. They're going to let me put my life insurance postcards into a funeral home.
Beautiful.
So that's a week's win.
That's a big win. That's a big win, because now you're going to be able to post up, because the good news is them folk ain't going nowhere.
Oh my God.
You go into the most sensitive place ever. They walk in there, I need life insurance. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Yes.
I definitely call that a win. That's awesome. Well, good. I'm looking forward to hearing the results of that. I believe that's going to be a good opportunity especially because, like I said, the timing is just right. People are talking about it. I just got a lady on the phone today, unfortunately, one of her aunties is dying and trying to get coverage on her. So it's just one of those things to where people need it and they don't know they need it until something happens. And to have your flyers in that place is amazing because that gives them the opportunity to handle it right then while it's on their minds. That's good. Good job. That is a big win. Big win. Looking forward to hearing the results on that one. All right, Ms. Glow, how's your week go? What's going on with you? I know you're over there getting your hair done or getting somebody hair done. What's going on? What's good? Uh-oh, we're trying to read lips. Got to cut a little sound on. There you go. Uh-oh, we're still trying to read lips.
I'm sorry, I had popped up a screen and I couldn't figure out how to get it off to get to my unmute. But actually today was an awesome win for me. Today was a $2,500 day.
What? Wait a minute. Let's start. Everybody start dancing. Start dancing.
Get it in.
That, I'm gonna tell you that's a good start.
It's a good start, but it was a good day.
Well, you know what? Like Ice Cube said, today was a good day.
Today was a good day, yes. I didn't have to use my AK. What?
When you get to use your ATM card, that's a good sign.
There you go. You know that's right.
Well, congratulations. Whoop, whoop. Now, what's your biggest day yet? What's your big day? What's the biggest day you've had yet?
The biggest day I've had. Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? I'm gonna have to research that and I'll get back to you. Yeah.
Let's get that. The good news is when you top your latest, but even though today, forget everything else, was a good day. So good.
It was a good day, yeah.
Good job. Good job. Awesome, guys. Well, I'm glad to hear that we're rolling, rocking, and making things happen. Do want to spotlight a business on tonight. I do understand that Miss Robbie's got some postcards out there doing her thing. Robbie, give us about 2-3 minutes on what you do. I know you do one part, but what's the other parts that you do that you've now added to what you do?
The financial services with the insurance. And first of all, let me say thank you because I was fighting you like a kid throwing a tantrum because I did not want to learn this stuff in this office, but you making me learn it and it's easier as I'm going. Well, and I like the fact that that I can ask questions and so I'm retaining this stuff.
Beautiful. Well, you know what? There's nothing like doing gets you going. And unfortunately, that's the way you learn sometimes. I call it baptism by fire, but the more you do it, the more and better you get. So the good news is I'm excited really because it's like a turn and I'm seeing that turn happening in the right direction. So keep going, keep flowing. And as you're doing, it's a day-to-day thing. So great job. So life insurance, tell us a little bit about the life insurance you're doing right now.
Oh my goodness. Life insurance for your life, of course, for your mortgage, home owner's insurance, renters, anything insurance I can do for you. Almost everything insurance. So if you need any kind of insurance you need, just reach out to me and I got you. Beautiful.
All right, Rob, make sure you put your information in the chat. That way guys that are watching us can go ahead and hit at you. I definitely recommend my girl. She'll take care of you. She'll treat you right and she'll make sure you get exactly what you need. So thank you so much, Ms. Robbie. I appreciate you. You are on a roll. Keep it going. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's lesson. I do want to deal with tonight, and here's my first question. What should you be doing? And I want to open my chat a little bit tonight because a lot of times we talk about, there's two things I want to talk about tonight. One is how to win that battle within. Big kudos once again to Angie because Angie now has started posting more. I'm seeing more of her face. She's starting to actually I think she did a live a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago. So I'm really excited about that. So when you really think about in your line of work, if you would, light my chat up and let me know what should you be doing? What are those things in your business that move the needle? And I'm gonna give you a couple of quick little thoughts. What are those income producing activities? What's those things that move the needle in your job? What's those things that move the needle in your business? The things that actually help you to be more either creative or moving forward. I know some of it that I put in here is like marketing, of course, social media, great way to put yourself out there. Once again, I keep saying kudos to Angie because for her, I know how tough it is for her to be out there in them streets. And so I'm excited. And I know that to me, that breaks a barrier And I think that when you break that barrier, that's going to make a lot of our other guys start breaking those barriers too, because people right now, they really need to know who they're dealing with. And so it's a beautiful thing when you put yourself out there even more so. And I want to challenge you to even do some of your other type parts of your life. People now want to see your whole life, not just a part of your life. So great job on that. Keep going. Phone calls. Some of your guys, your business, you got to make some calls. All right, truth be told, you guys that are on my Zoom, all right, who's stalling on making their calls? Come on, you know you should be making calls. You know you should be reaching out to people. You know you should be touching people. I mean, what are those things that you know you should be doing? What networking? Networking, what networking do you think you need to be doing? What networking? Who should you be? What associations? I know I talked to one of our people, matter of fact, Robbie. She's gonna be doing a women's thing this weekend, getaway, business getaway. So I'm excited about that. Those are things to me, guys, that move the needle. You know, even though it seems like, well, why would I spend money? Why would I go and do all these things? It's because the more you learn about what you're trying to do or be around the right people. That's why this group is so important, because when you're around right-minded people, you can start now making yourself be more accountable to do more than you know you normally. I know I was at the gym last night and I was working out with two other guys. Both of those are bodybuilders, my son and another guy that he's training. And as I'm lifting with them, they made me lift more because I was with them. If I was by myself, I guarantee I wouldn't have lifted what I lifted last night. So what are some things you should be doing? Who should you be connecting with? Who should you reconnecting with? What clients should you be now getting back to? Some of you don't realize, but your second sale or your second value proposition is always easier than your first. So if you've helped a client with one thing, it's always easy to go back, okay? Things like perfecting your craft. Who's out there doing things to perfect your craft? Taking classes, taking courses. These are all things. Now, I do want to throw a note here. You should not be doing all these activities unless you set them on your calendar, because you don't want to start supplementing what you should be doing with stuff that you could be doing at another time. So always make sure that you set a schedule in place. If you got 2 days out of the week that you're making phone calls, set it up, make it happen. Because if not, within you, you'll find other stuff to do. But in business, once again, guys, this ain't no hobby. I mean, you know, you could be doing some other stuff for a hobby, but if you're trying to make money and move the needle, you got to start looking at what produces income. Now, I think I saw Miss Sharia jump on here, and she's been killing the game in social media. I'm like, good Lord, I got to catch up. So, I mean, it's just certain things that we got to keep doing to keep moving the needle, even though it doesn't seem like it is, but it is. It's those little drips. Remember this, guys, it's like a faucet that just has a little drip. That drip over a period of time, it can damage some stuff for real. I'm telling you. So you want to make sure you keep doing those things. Don't slack up. Don't succumb to, well, you know, maybe, no, keep going. Even when nobody checks it, nobody likes it, nobody does anything with it, you keep doing what you're doing. I guarantee you there is benefits in it. All right. What shouldn't you be doing? Those that in my chat, what shouldn't you be doing? You know how y'all do. There's some stuff right now that you knew that you should not be doing, but you find time to do the stuff you shouldn't be doing. Okay, let me help you out a little bit. Wasting time doing what? What are you doing? Some of you, do you find yourself being distracted and you're actually doing stuff that really can wait, but you decide that it becomes important because you're really trying to get away from doing something that you should be doing? What are you doing procrastinating? What are you procrastinating on? What are you sitting back and saying, you know what, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do that next week. What are those things that you know need to be done? I don't know about you guys, but I find out that the hardest things, I try to keep pushing off, do the easy stuff, push off the hard stuff. But I'm finding out now for me personally, you got to do the hard stuff first sometimes. Get it out the way. That way now the hard phone calls, the drama calls, the whatever would be a part of your business that you know that's seemingly more difficult, jump on that right away. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself procrastinating. I don't know if any of you have done this, but have you ever had stuff to do that need to be done, but you keep pushing it off? Before you know it, you look up and it's been a week, it's been 2 weeks, and you still haven't done that thing yet, and you knew that it needed to be done? I need you to stop procrastinating. Netflix is not your friend if you should be working on stuff at that time. How many of you guys have your offices next to a TV? Be careful, because I don't know if you do this, but it can be very distracting if you're sitting there trying to do some work and you see Good Times, Temptations, and all these other shows on, that you want to just be like, oh, what's going on? Whoa, what's going on? And before you know it, you get drawn away from what you should be doing. Random social media scrolling. How many of you guys, I don't know if you do this, but I do. I have every week, it gives me a weekly update on how long I'm on social media. I don't know what type of phone you have, but I know my phone tells me my screen time. And it lets me know exactly how much time I spent messing around on the internet. And you know how you know you've been messing around, because you know how much posting you did for your business that week versus how much scrolling you did. So ask yourself, what shouldn't you be doing? What shouldn't you be putting your time and effort to that realistically it could be better served doing some other stuff? All right, do me a favor, put that stuff in the chat. I'm gonna go through it once I'm done here, because I know some of you guys, it's like, I know I'm working on it. I don't want to hear I'm working on it. Like, come on, without saying tell the truth and shame the devil. Put on there what you know you should not be doing, okay? I need you to get mentally dialed in. I'm telling you, we're about to come into a great time, a great season, and you want to jump on board, because I know great things are happening because the market is shifting. As the market is shifting, that means that more opportunity is going to be here for you. Whatever your business, whatever your gifting, whatever you're trying to accomplish, I believe now is the time. Just a matter of jumping on board and mentally getting dialed into what you're doing and refocusing on, why am I doing this? You know, I need you to start real quick. Those that are watching me and can put in there, why are you doing what you're doing? What's your purpose behind what you're doing? Who are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for? Who are you doing your business for? Who is important, so important, that if you don't do it, it could really mess them up? I know I ask you these questions over and over again because I need you to keep processing them. And to me, I told you guys, I look at my goals every single day. That way, when I do get off focus, I refocus a lot quicker. So if you're not looking at your goals every day, or your reason why every day, it can get you off course. So why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why is what you're doing so important to you? Is there a mission? Is there a purpose? Is there a goal? Is there somebody that you know that, man, once I get this right, I'm gonna be able to help them out for real though? Who is that? What are you doing it for? Put it in there. I want to see, because ultimately we got to reconnect you, because in order to keep moving, it's more internal than it is external. Business is more really mental than it is physical in some cases, because you have to more so, I know for me, it's more thought-provoking as I'm doing stuff now than it was actually doing physical labor, you know? So with you guys, what are you doing? Where are your thoughts? Where's your head at? Here's where I need you to think of. If you don't do this, what could happen to who? You know, I don't know if you guys are facing this, but I'm getting to the point now to my mom is getting older. And the good thing is my mom's in great condition, health condition, all those good stuff. But I want to be in position to where when she says she's done, I want to be able to retire her. Matter of fact, it's on my goal sheet, retire my mom. You know, I want to be able to pay her every single month, so she don't have to do anything besides just be my mom. What is your thing? What's that thing? If you don't do this, what won't happen? How about your kids? Some of you guys have kids. Some of you guys have grandkids. What type of legacy? What are you trying to accomplish that now if you don't do it, this can happen? Okay? I want you to really put that stuff down, guys. I want you to process it. If you're taking notes, put that down. One big thing here, there's no competition. In other words, you against you. It's you against you. It's you against you trying to figure out, what do I need to be doing today? How do I stay mentally engaged? I got a question from one of our guys a couple weeks ago. They said, well, how do you stay focused? And the key is, once again, refocus quickly. Get back on the horse. Stay with that why. Stay with the who you're doing it for. And it keeps you going forward. Also, reminding yourself that there is no competition out there. I promise you there isn't. I see no competition. I don't have anybody that I'm competing against. I believe that there's so much abundance in the world that everyone can be millionaires if they wanted to. So there's no competition. So, and if there's no competition, then there should be no excuses why you're not doing what you should be doing on a day-to-day basis. If you really look at your daily schedule, and I need some of you guys to do this, matter of fact, between now and the next time we meet, I want you to see what are you doing and at what times are you doing it. Are you staying focused for long periods of time? Are you getting off track? What are you doing? How are you making it work? But I need you to get no excuses in your mindset, okay? What would happen if literally winning stopped being optional for you? Some of you right now, you're in decent spots. I mean, you ain't starving. I mean, your ribs ain't showing. I mean, life is pretty doggone okay. You got a little gas in your car. You can do what you want to do, kind of, sort of. You can eat out every once in a while. What has gotten you to the point that you got comfortable somewhere? I need you to get to a point to where winning stops being optional. Going forward stops being optional. Remember, we want to win within today, guys. In other words, what mentally can you tap into to get you in a place to where it's no longer optional to be successful? In other words, now it's a must. It's not a want to, it's a must. What must you do? What must you have? You know, right now, I'm so thankful. And I keep throwing this out there because I don't want to sound like I'm bragging. I just want to let you know what can happen. I'm taking my mom to Paris next week. I'm excited about taking her to Paris. Not only am I taking her to Paris, I'm taking her to London. So we're gonna spend 2 weeks out of the country only because my mom, I asked her, I said, Mom, what do you want to do? She said, I want to see the Eiffel Tower. Doggone it, it's a good thing when you put yourself in a position that you can start doing things for people. And that's the big kicker, guys. Once again, who is that person that you want to be a blessing to? Have you ever asked someone that you really love, what would you really like? And then set in your mind that I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to make that dream, that vision come true for somebody. Whether it be a family member, a close friend, whoever that would be, get it in your mind. What if it became not optional for it to happen? It's got to happen. Got to get you to can't stop, won't stop mentality for the end of this year. Get to the point where you're engaged, you're locked in, full barrel, knowing that, hey, I got to make this happen. I got to make this happen. And not to a point to where you wait until things get tight. Anybody on my Zoom tonight or watching later that until something gets red or until something gets to the point to where it seems like, I'm going no other way, you feed off of pressure, bad pressure. If that's you, just type in, you're talking to me. Because some people, the way they operate, unfortunately, is in just pressure. I had someone call me today, one of my coaching clients, and she was like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm doing a little work at the office here. She said, you sound so calm. I said, well, I'm just doing what I do. And it's amazing because she was like, I need to be that calm. I need to be calm while I'm completing tasks and making things happen. But once you get in a zone, then it doesn't become work. It becomes just what you do. Renew your commitment to yourself, guys. What do you need to do to get you fired up again? What do you need to do to get you so fired up that you bust out the gates tomorrow? I mean, just, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna do that. What's gonna do, what will it take for you to double up your efforts tomorrow? I'm not talking about thinking about it. I'm talking about actually looking at what you did today and doubling it tomorrow. In other words, producing double. I know Gloria said she did 2,500 a day. What would stop you from doing 5,000 tomorrow? What would stop you? What do you have to get rid of? What do you have to do in order to make that happen? You know, that's a challenge because now you want to supersede your best. In other words, keep chasing your best. Once again, it's not a competition. It's all about you against you. How can you best your best? How can you take what you did yesterday and double up the next day? And then double up the next day, and then double up the next day. And some of you are like, well, that sounds difficult. Yes, it is difficult. It's meant to be. In other words, it's making you now challenge yourself to keep that intensity, to keep that to where now you're ready to go and make some things happen, okay? I need you to remind yourself that you owe you. You owe you. In other words, you owe yourself a better life. You owe yourself more money in your bank account. You owe yourself nice trips. You owe yourself beautiful vacations. You owe it to you. to go out there and make something happen to where now you can enjoy your life to its full. Nothing worse to me than just being living. I want you to do more than just live. I want you to enjoy your full life, every single moment with the people you love. Because you envision yourself and wherever it is that you would want to be, with the people you want to be around, and money is not an option. Once again, not bragging, but it's a beautiful thing when you can take a trip to Europe and you're not thinking about what it costs. You're just going. I told my mom, it's so funny, don't laugh at me, don't hate on me. I told my mom, she said, what should I bring? I said, oh, girl, just bring your drawers. It don't matter, whatever we need, we'll get it when we get there. It gets to that point where you don't even get concerned about certain things because you're more excited about that person now being able to see something different. Who on my Zoom would like to show their family members a different experience? And when I say different experience, meaning a higher level restaurant, a higher level vacation. Who wants to do that for the people? Now, most of you guys on here, I can't get you to do it for you, but who is that person that you want to say, you know what, I just want to give you the world. I want you to see something different. I want to step back and just watch you do some stuff that you couldn't do on your own, but I'm able to help you do. I mean, who is that person for you guys? I'm trying to make you, once again, guys, how do we win within? How do we make that happen? That's right. I know. I wanted to fire you up tonight. I wanted to get you ready to go take on the world. I want you to get so to the point to where tomorrow you get up out the bed running. Getting to the point to where you're asking yourself these questions tonight. Wait a minute. Who do I need to get better for? Who do I need to get myself in position for to make sure that they're going to be good? All right, that's my share on tonight. I want to hear from you. I love it. I love it. I love it. So real quick, I want to reach out to you. Angie, I'm going to hit you with some of my questions I hit. So what should you be doing? And what should you stop doing? Help me out.
Okay, that was so funny because you said who has their in your office, and I'm sitting in my office, and yes, my main priority was putting a TV in here, and the TV is playing because the football game is on. So yes, what I should not be doing is paying attention, but I am working as I'm doing this Zoom. You know, I call myself a great multitasker. I'm working, making these paddles for my event. But what I should do, yes, I should challenge myself more because you're saying, who should we be doing stuff for? And I'll just put in your chat. I already put in there that I'm selfish. I want to be more self-reliant because yes, I'm looking to retire next year and I'm not looking to take nobody else on vacations but me. I mean, I go on vacations, yes, but I want to do more and one.
Hey, you owe you, Angie. I'm with that. I'm with that. You owe you, girl.
It's just me, you know. If somebody else is going to go, you know, yeah, but I'm trying to do stuff for me, to be more self-reliant for me. So yes, I need to challenge myself more. I think I work better on a challenge. I think I do when people challenge me. Yeah, I work better on the challenge.
Well, see, that's where now, how can I, and this is where I really want to get to, how to win within. In other words, how to make you want to do it for you and get you to the point to where it has to be done. You know, it's almost like, and I kind of mentally, and once again, this is my little mental games I played myself. I act like I don't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I wake up broke.
I'm writing notes as you're going, and your question, what can I take away to make me feel like I have to do this? I have to succeed. And that for me, it would be to take away my cushion. So as long as I know I got like a cushion, something to fall back on, then it's like, but if I took it away, I would push myself more. Because this has to be done. So I know where my downfall right there is taking away my cushion. So that would push me more.
Well, and the funny thing is, once again, that mental game, and like I just said, I wake up every morning broke. It's like I got to go get it. I don't got nothing. You know what? And maybe here, let me give you something real funny. Don't clown me. But I get up, I look at my little bank account, I tell myself, and sometimes I say it out loud, it's not enough money. And it reminds me that you got to get up, you got to go to work, you got to go make something happen. But and I can relate to what you're saying because I did that several years ago. I got comfortable, making, especially a couple of years ago when I started really making money. And I got like, oh man, I don't got to go out there as much. And then, believe it or not, I started thinking about the things I wanted to accomplish and the people I wanted to bless.
Mhm.
And from there, it helped me to pick up the pace. And I ran to my coach, Grant Cardone, and he slapped me around via video and just made me like, what, really? And the key being for me was what I really wanted. A lot of times we don't really talk about what we really want and why we have it. And a lot of times we don't have what we really want is because honestly, we haven't put forth the effort. I was guilty.
I would agree.
I was guilty. So now what should you be doing more of?
I should be pushing myself more. Now I do keep a calendar. I do. I'm real regiment on that because if I don't, then I don't feel like I've accomplished anything. So I do have that where it's like, what did you do today? So when you said about like, how do you make, because yesterday was a good day for me. I did multiple things as far as business wise. That was like, wow, I had a good day. I talked to several people arranging different things and put in place. So I did not top yesterday today. No, I did not. So I guess I don't think like that. So what I should be doing more is pushing myself to say, how can I make today better than yesterday?
There you go.
So I should be pushing myself that way.
Yeah. How can I best my best? How
Right.
can I make something work? And then, like I said, I do, once again, another quirky thing. You guys don't laugh at me. I have carrots. I have things that I put before myself, and I literally will deny myself until I accomplish the task I set out to do.
Okay.
That's pretty tough when you deny yourself of something that is simple stuff.
Right.
Like I want to do da 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 da. But okay, if I don't finish this, I can't do it.
Mhm.
And those are the kind of things that kind of motivate to where it's self-motivating because sometimes, yeah, it's good because it's of course weekly we get this little push, but during that week you can slow down a little bit. And so you have to kick in yourself and say, look, hey, why are we doing this? All right, let's get back to it. And believe it or not, you'll refocus quickly because I'm going to tell you, and I keep saying it, we're all going to get off focus. We all are. But the key is refocusing quickly. That's really what the ball game is. Yeah. But I think you're doing great. Like I said, social media, what I'd like to see is to see you double up on that social media. I actually enjoyed, I think you were doing something. It wasn't about anything, I believe it was. It wasn't about like you showing off your business. It was just conversation. It was just good seeing you. And to be honest, I was very excited because I'm like, man, she actually is live. I can't remember, when did you go live last?
Not too long ago, I was doing a selling series live, and I did a total of 3 of them. And the last one was the best one. I actually had 13 people come on, and they stayed on. They didn't go on and go off. They actually stayed the whole hour, and I was shocked. And generally, I had that cushion where I had my girlfriend, who is like one of my workers, on there, but I did that one by myself. I was really shocked that, oh my God, people actually stayed on and they watched the whole thing. So I did it. That was the last live thing that I did was selling. I was selling items live. I did a shopping as is, shopping after dark, something like that. I did a series of those.
That would be great. But like I said, I remember it. And that to me is important because when people remember that kind of stuff, that means it must have been something that was worthwhile. But like I said, just me seeing you do it was like, awesome. So I'd love to see you do some more of that, or even just, like I said, going on and just chopping it up about maybe something you might have picked up or an idea or a thought and just seeing how it's received. You're very interesting. So let people know how interesting you are.
Okay.
All right. Remember, if you can remember anything, business is relationship. And the more people feel that they're in relationship with you, the more they want to do business with you. I was actually sharing with a person, actually sharing my team the other day. The biggest key is a lot of my clients actually believe we're friends when really we are per se, but more so for me, it's a business relationship. For them, it's more of a friendship or someone that they can count on, which is good, but
Mhm.
I can't say that they're my like homies, but
Right.
people that are my clients that I care about. But it's funny how people will get closer to you, and the more, if they believe, like, and trust you, they'll buy from you.
Mhm.
And so just if you can, just, but to me, you're winning that battle. You're winning that battle within when you go live, you post more, and not just about the other stuff, but even you and your own stuff.
Right. Yeah. Because this week I went to a concert and then I posted pictures and I
Yeah.
was talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what it was. Yeah, the Maze concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He needs to retire. But yeah, I got a lot of responses from that. Yeah. Yeah.
So all that works, all that works. So good job, good job. You're doing good. I'm excited. And like I said, when I see you doing stuff when I see you doing stuff that I hadn't seen you do before, I get excited because that means that now you're trying something different, new. You're doing some adjustments, and those adjustments, like I said, just small ones. But as you're seeing, they produce more business. Now imagine if you doubled up on what you did,
Mhm.
and how your business will double up.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, look forward to the 24th because I will be live again and
All
I'm
right.
really excited about it. So, but I'll be sharing that. So as we get closer to it, I'll be posting more about it. But yeah, I'll be live again then.
Beautiful, beautiful. Good job, good job, good job. All right, Miss Robina, what are the things that you should be doing versus the things you shouldn't be doing? Come on, give it to me.
What I should be doing is more social media because I know
Okay.
like people may know my name, but like you said, how putting myself in front of the camera, I have to start doing that more to gain more personal relationship, be more personable.
Good.
Uh, yes. What I shouldn't be doing, I think I have a tendency to be hard on myself, I think, and I overthink a lot. So I
Okay.
think sometimes I just have to learn how to breathe and just know I got it and it's going to be okay. Be confident in what I know and just keep on moving forward.
Excellent, excellent. Those things, they pay off, But once again, guys, it's not even these big stuff. It's not like gigantic leaps that you guys are talking about. It's just little tweaks, little tweak here, little tweak there. And most of it's dealing with our own mindset. Now, and I'm going to tell you, I'm guilty because, I've been beating myself up because I said I was going to start doing more live streaming myself. But, I get sick of seeing my own self. I'm like, man, wait a minute, man, you see me on. But it is what it is, and we want to keep that ball rolling and keep people excited about what we're doing. So that's a good thing. All right, guys. Miss Gloria, what's going on? Give me that, what you should be doing versus what you shouldn't be doing. And I see some of this stuff in the chat. I'm going to check it out while y'all talk.
I think one of the comments I made in there is I find myself more encumbered right now with the work than the planning side of it. So just keeping that balance to know that I know I've got to work it, but I need to make sure that I'm doing the preparation things to expand. So.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, what shouldn't you be doing?
What shouldn't I be doing?
Mm-hmm.
What shouldn't I be doing? I don't know. I'm doing a lot of work, so but maybe because I am not organizing the work, I find myself going from thing to thing where I need to focus on one, get that one completed, and then move to the next. So it's about, I guess, organizing, managing, prioritizing. Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Scheduling is important because once again, guys, knowing your zone time. If you haven't written this down yet for me, find out whatever your zone time is and make sure within that zone time, like Angie said, make sure you're able to look at the end of the day and say, look, I accomplished these things. And then when you can, and not every day is going to be a monetary day, it might be a setup for a monetary day. So some of that stuff, it won't always lead to income, but it will lead to income. So the good news is if you can look at the end of the day and you saw things that are going to generate you some income, then that means that when you do generate it, it was because of the time that you spent preparing for it. So good job. Good job,
I'm
guys.
sorry, I'm glad you said that too, because that's the other thing is because I have four potential new bookkeeping clients, but it's about getting out the proposals to them now. I've got them, they've come in, I've had that initial talk. Now I'm sending them back over the information with the quotes. And so now I've just got to get them all in. But yeah.
Awesome.
I'm done.
But what I want you to do, and here's just a tidbit for you, is offer them the higher price and the greater value, and then allow them to talk themselves down to the lower one. And here's why. Because if you told somebody, well, you know, somebody called me, well, how much does it cost? Oh, it's about $2 million. And they'll laugh, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, really, it's only 2,000. Oh, okay. Is once again, once you maximize a thing, then even when it comes down, they're like, oh, okay. So make the numbers big, don't be afraid, and then let them talk you down to a number that's gonna be comfortable for them.
I think what I do is because I have what I call value pricing, and I have 3 tiers.
Mm-hmm.
I do tend to start with the lower one first. So I guess I'll work in reverse now. I'll work from the higher down to the lower.
You got it. Start with the most and greatest value because you want to give them that bar.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be amazed. I guarantee you, and do me a favor, write down for me the next 10 clients you talk to and start with the high one. And I want to know how many of those clients start choosing the middle tier versus the lowest tier. I guarantee you'll see a difference in your business and you'll see a difference in your income.
Sounds like a plan. We're gonna work that one.
There you go. All right, that little tidbit, I guarantee it's gonna make you some money. All right, Miss Sharia, you might be working, girl. I know she over there taking care of them toes and footsies and hands and getting employees done.
You sure do know your shoes, because you.
Oh man,
right.
I knew you was over there putting that work in, girl. So real quick, while you taking care of them toes and footsies, what shouldn't you be doing? No, I'm sorry. What should you be doing? And then I want to hear about what you shouldn't be doing.
Okay, I should be training more my employees, making them match the integrity and the workflow that I have. So right now I'm writing my system in place to where they both do the manicures the same, they both do the pedicures the same, because I'm noticing that the clients are requesting me and my services and my work. So that lets me know that I need to bring my employees up to my standard and my integrity. So I need to invest in training my employees more.
That's good. That's good. Now what shouldn't you be doing?
All the work.
I like that. I like that.
Honestly, I gave myself to where I wanted to be at least 3 months paid ahead before I start really contracting out people. I'm about 75% there. But once I meet my 3 months ahead of me paid in my rent, because I am ahead and I'm blessed for that, then I want to be able to contract out someone to clean, someone to do my marketing, because I can't do it all. I can't do the work and the training and the social media and the cleaning up and the marketing and the networking. And I recognize that. So I don't desire to spread myself thin, but I do realize that that is a commitment I have to put in my business because it's a baby. So I'm just moving forward through that baby phase and staying commitment and keeping that integrity flow going, because it is increasing my business and my money flow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. Actually, I think you hit the nail on the head with both of those, because ultimately in your business, that's the big key. Get the people working so you don't have to work. So now you can get that passive flow from those guys that you're training. I absolutely agree, man. That's the only way that you make real money is when I'm gone on vacation for 2 weeks, I'm still making money.
Right. Well, I noticed when I'm not touching my clients, I was losing money. And that was something that I had to recover from quick. because I like stacking my paper. I didn't like not taking a loss.
Yep.
I didn't like that feeling that I had between my coworkers, my team members, of having to look at them like they have no value, because I didn't want to look at them like that. But the bills still got to be paid, so I have to make sure that I just stay in that space to where I'm constantly making sure that they're trainable, teachable, and coachable at all times, so that I can create that passive flow that I desire.
Perfect. You know what? Quick tidbit, as you were thinking, this is something I've added to my schedule that makes a big difference, is I started locking in certain dates and times that I train, and that's it. And then that way, it frees you up to go do the work you need to be doing and getting the business. Because really at this point, once they are trained, as you're saying, you have to train them, but maybe set a schedule that both of them are there, which I'm sure you're probably already doing. So I might be just preaching to the choir, but lock it to where now it's on your time. That's not your busy time. That way now you can train at certain points. That's time that you lock in for that. But then other times of go get it, to where now you realize that I can't be training you, I'm gonna go get it time.
Right. That makes a lot of sense right now for me.
Yeah, that way then I've been there to where, trying to chase your tail because you're trying to train people, make money, train people, make money. So like right now, I've given myself 3 hours throughout the week that I'm training 1 hour for my staff that's in the office, another hour that I'm training my actual people that work in the field for me. And then also I'm dedicating myself to a half a day that I'm actually going with them throughout the week to actually help them to make sure they're on point with their business. And so that gives me now to where I know that I'm locked in for this time to train, but then the rest of the time is go get it, baby. And me to go get the business so they can now go to work.
Now, I do have one last question, Coach RW. When do I need to say, when do you know, like say if I train them in something and I'm noticing that they're not getting it, when do I put a stop to it and say, maybe this is not for you, or give them a different task that they could exceed in?
You know what? That's an excellent question. The thing I would ask you for is now asking yourself what you need. Because guys, please don't take this the wrong way, but it's great to have employees. It's great to have people around you, but really they have to fulfill your need as a CEO. And if they can't fulfill your needs, and whether it be, like you said, somebody cleaning up, somebody doing this, somebody doing it, if they can't do those things, then they're going to end up hurting you and not helping you. And so depending on what you're trying to accomplish, as long as they're fulfilling the needs that you need. Now, if you're saying, hey, I need a producer, like in your business, sounds like your people need to produce and they need to get their own clients. Now you're helping them, but you can't just feed them. They got to be able to go get what they get.
Right.
Maybe, here's my thought, and I'm sure you're already doing this, so some of this stuff I'm sure you're already doing, is make their commission so low working with you that forces them now to go get their own.
Got you.
You help me out with my clients, you get 25%. If you go get your own clients, you make 60%.
Got you. Okay.
So now that way you keep them hungry.
Right.
If they fat and happy, then that's not good.
Right. Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Because they live in La Vida Loco off of your stuff. So that means that now you need to lower that commission that you like. So in other words, if you bring the client to them, that you get 25% of that. Oh, well, that ain't worth my time. Well, some money better than no money. And that just means that you got to go get your own now.
Got you. Thank you, sir.
Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Because sometimes, unfortunately, what we can do is we can help people to the point it hurts them. And so we have to, and the way you can help somebody real good is to make them actually, it's almost like, I guess it's psychological, because psychologically you're telling them, hey, I'm going to help you, absolutely. But I'm not going to, I tell my people, and I know they'll look at, some of my people will look at this later and laugh, but I tell them, I said, look, there's mine, there's yours, and there's ours. Now mine, I already did, so you ain't getting none of that. Yours, I need you to go get, and ours we'll work together on.
Right.
And then that way we separate the pot, because I'm not gonna just feed you and you sitting around just getting fat, and I'm sitting over here like still struggling, trying to get stuff going. No. Let me shorten your commission. And even when you start them, maybe start them a little higher and then shorten it. In other words, just enough to get them going and get a little, I call it a taste. It's almost like being a drug dealer, girl. You give them a taste.
Right. It makes so much sense.
Angie, maybe you need to start giving them a little taste of your clothes. And then, girl, take that with you. Girl, take that with you. Wait a minute. Now we're going to pull back a little bit. Now we're going to do a sales thing. If you sell 10 pieces, you get 1 piece. If you sell 8 pieces, you get 2 pieces. Whatever you want to do, but make it to where now you start shifting stuff a little bit. You need some folk around you that's going to be hungry. You don't want to see their ribs, but you at least want to see them hungry.
Right. Thank you so much, Coach RW.
All right, guys. Well, you guys are doing amazing. I appreciate you. I'm going to get ready to jump off this Zoom. But before I go, of course, you guys know my thought is always, what's stopping you from being the best version of you? Mentally, prepare yourself. Get ready for this next shift. I'm telling you, some of you guys, you're going to finish the next 4 months better than you did the last 8. Hear me. You're going to finish the last 4 months better than you did the last 8, because I'm going to hammer you every week until then, and I'm going to keep you moving, and I'm going to leave more time like we just did for discussion to where now we can actually find out how can I actually help you in your business. All right. So I need you to step up your game. I'm not the guy that's going to say, oh, you're right, the mark. No, I ain't that guy. I'm that guy that's going to say, what do we need to do to push you to where you want to get to? Okay. So why do you need a performance coach? You guys already know. Accountability, guys, big. It makes you now short, because most of the people I work with, I don't do the work. Only thing I'm doing is helping you get in the right direction and making you actually execute. So my job is to make you execute on the things you've already said you were going to do. All right. But my job is not to do the work. It's your job to execute. Don't go it alone. You need somebody. I got Miss Anissa. She's going to be watching this later. And we started her business, I think 30, 45 days ago. She just got her first contract. And now she's making $1,300 a month, just part-time doing her business. She went from 0 to 1,300. I'm sorry, 1,350. 1,350 per month. 0 to 1,350 within 60 days. And what she did, though, she invested in herself and bought the individual program. And that individual program, I'll talk about here in a second. How can I help you? Guys, I do just a little bit of everything. Good news is I don't do it all, but I facilitate it all. I found out that sometimes we want to go sit at other people's tables. Why not make your own table? And so what I'm doing is creating a place where now you can have everything in-house. And we're going to talk a little later too about how you guys can benefit from being a part of the network and using the network and referring your friends to the network so you can be blessed as you're blessing others. I'm going to show you how to make value work for you, all right? Value exchange. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you valuing me. I value you. So what that happens is now I want you to value you enough that you're worth it. Anissa, Troy, Elshana, different ones that now have tasted and done the individual coaching plan, they've seen the results like that and they're tripping. Tyrell, my God, within 30 days, we had him in his first investment property. So we're pushing the results and we're excited because we're seeing it happen. So what if I told you, if you gave me $1,000, I would turn that around for you. So now Anissa took that $1,000 and now she's making $1,350 to start. Multiply that times 12 for the sake of numbers. Say she just earned another $15,000 a year off a $1,000 coaching session month. Is that worth it for somebody? Can I get an amen? All right. So when you can see the value in now multiplying what you do from one investment, and then like they're doing now, they're reinvested. Well, if that happened with 1 month, what's going to happen in 2 months? And so now they're actually seeing the value of realizing that is not what you're spending. It's almost like me saying, if I give you this, you get this. Just a thought, guys. $99, that's what you guys are doing now monthly. Appreciate you. You guys got much love for that. Appreciate you. Cash App it. You can do what you do. It's all good. When you're ready to really step your game up, which I have now many people, I've only got maybe 4 slots left that I'm looking to fill to where I actually will have to where I'm coaching individuals, and then we'll probably cut it off. But the same token, guys, I'm telling you, it might be worth the investment to see what would I garner, what and how would things shift for me with spending 30 days with me. All right, I got you, man. Much love to you guys. You guys are wonderful. You're amazing. Be great. I know you can do it. I'm looking for, like I said, these next 4 months, I'm hammering. Let's go get it. Let's make it happen. You're worth it. Your family's worth it. Enjoy your life. I will see you guys next week. Matter of fact, next week, I'm gonna be, you please step by because I'm gonna be talking from Paris. And I want to let you know how things are going out there, okay? So check in with me. We'll look to see you. I want to hear about your great results throughout the week. So go do something great and tell us about it on next Thursday. All right, see you guys then. Peace.